We are convinced that scaling new technologies to a very high number could avoid a war.
On est prêt, en tout cas, depuis plusieurs années, à produire ce type de cadence et de volume.
There is no problem for us, let's say, to even double our production.
We are facing an increasingly more difficult international security situation, and to keep 1 billion people safe in NATO territory, yes, we need to spend more money. We're doing that.
Everything starts here, inside the Earth. This is where the raw material is extracted to produce, among other things, the defense capabilities that NATO needs to protect us.
Iron ore that becomes eventually steel is important for our society in general. It's important both for construction, of roads, buildings, modern technology, but also for the military industry.
We are not at war, but we're not at peace either.
We need to be ready and able to defend the people living in the alliance in case of an attack.
To do so, converting the money assigned to our defense budgets into combat-ready capabilities is crucial, and speeding up this process is even more so.
In our production plan, where we are now, Cellier-Barrot is able to produce 1.5 billion rounds of ammunition, which means per day we are able to produce 4 million rounds.
The call to action we received last year, especially during the NATO summit, we've ramped up our production. It's a given that we need to spend money on defense. There's no way around that. I think what is important, and we've seen this trend now increasing, is that Europe needs to spend money on their own defense and not just rely on the US for that.
In today's complex security environment, building a stronger NATO in which all allies contribute more fairly to our collective defense is key. Defense industries across Europe and Canada are expanding their capabilities and taking greater responsibility for military production.
The situation in the world forces us, let's say, to be able to produce more. And our location, let's say, gives us opportunity to produce a product for Europe, but also for US.
Alors comment on se prépare et comment on s'adapte? Tout le monde connaît le contexte géopolitique de ces dernières années. Donc on se prépare, on investit, on se transforme. On a une usine qui est flexible, on a des investissements importants.
At a time when not only Russia, but all our adversaries are turning out military equipment around the clock, there's no time to waste. Ramping up manufacturing capabilities ensures our forces have the equipment they need to do their job now and in the future. Allies have already begun to turn the tide, producing faster and at a greater scale.
On a bien en tête depuis plusieurs années que les besoins des armées sont présents et qu'on doit, nous les industriels de la BITD, y répondre. Donc se transformer, investir pour pouvoir accueillir ce type de contrat comme le contrat PL-Citon qui a été récemment signé par Arcus. Donc pour ce contrat-là, PL-Citon, on va être en partenariat avec une entreprise allemande qui est Daimler Trucks, qui va nous fournir le porteur. Et nous, on va venir adapter des équipements sur ces véhicules. Donc c'est vraiment un partenariat à l'échelle européenne.
Même logique, hein, on a une grosse partie de nos fournisseurs qui sont français, puisqu'il y a des grands systémiers, il y a des grands fondeurs, il y a voilà, des grands noms de l'industrie française, mais on a aussi, voilà, on fait appel à des motoristes étrangers.
We work together with various countries. Mentioned, we deliver the vehicles to various countries.
We continuously invest in research and development. We would like to also support our customers with a newly developed ammunition. For example, it might be for especially NATO use, the anti-drone ammunition, which might be used directly on the field as a protection of the soldiers.
So we cooperate with other countries in terms of the buying some components, but also delivering our products over to them. We work very closely with for example, Romania, with Polish Air Force, with US defense, let's say, sector, etc.
Producing more is an absolute necessity, but innovating and using the latest technologies is also key in a world where artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and drones are reshaping the concept of conflict and how we need to defend ourselves.
The future of warfare will be defined by the pace of technology, and for us it will be extremely important to keep up with this pace. So we need to provide the best and the latest technology as fast as possible in the highest quality and quantity for our armed forces to help them to fulfill their mission.
We're down to 1365 meters in the Kiruna mine that you see behind me here. And in order to stay safe and competitive while mining at those depths, we need to focus a lot of technology development and innovation. We have, for instance, robot dogs that we use in the mine because they can move in areas where it's not safe for humans. And another example is drones. So we send the drones down in the several hundred meters deep vertical shafts to inspect and see if we have any damage.
Since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, new technology on the battlefield has been quickly developing, making a clear call for industries to adapt and use these lessons to produce new capabilities.
Drone technology has leaped every 3 months in some cases. So it is important to continue to test and adjust for the current mission set that's on the ground and the challenges that are faced there.
So what we did is, together with the Ukrainian armed forces, we developed a system which is suitable for the reality of the battlefield. We developed the technology in very short iterations together with the Ukrainians.
NATO and its allies take the challenge of innovating fast and at scale very seriously, and are already investing in a range of initiatives designed to accelerate the adoption of new technologies. Raising demand in defense production, though, isn't just about security. It also brings benefits for our societies, as it helps create new jobs.
Depuis décembre 2025, j'ai signé un contrat à durée indéterminée Arcus. Alors du coup, j'ai commencé par l'école des métiers. Comme ça, ils m'ont appris toutes les bases de la mécanique, tous les serrages qu'il y avait à savoir pour pouvoir travailler sur le poste.
So the whole job that I'm doing right now is actually a dream of a 12-year-old kid. I was 12 years old and I wanted to know more depth about military vehicle technology, wanted to understand how everything functions, how it's being put together, how it all works. When I finished my study, I hopped into the defense industry as a 23-year-old kid. And it was a dream come true for me. It was every day a hustle to create all the perfect solutions for all the people, all the customers, all the protectors that we have.
Wraz ze swoim zespołem zajmujemy się wsparciem produkcji właśnie struktur F-16 w codziennych problemach oraz optymalizacją tej produkcji. Pracujemy naprawdę z wspaniałymi produktami, z ludźmi, od których możemy czerpać wiedzę i pozyskiwać umiejętności. Mamy ogromny warsztat zarówno maszyn, jak i specjalistów, skąd możemy czerpać tą wiedzę i po prostu poszerzać swoje horyzonty, rosnąć, jeśli chodzi o wiedzę, o naukę i o naszą karierę.
Expanding defense production creates jobs today and helps build career pathways for young people who will shape the workforce of tomorrow.
L'objectif, en tout cas pour nous, c'est d'être prêt à produire, donc d'avoir les bonnes compétences au bon moment et de les pérenniser. C'est pour ça que dans différents métiers, aussi bien en production qu'au niveau des métiers techniques, on va avoir des recrutements réguliers tous les ans et dans toutes les usines du groupe.
It's very important, this company, for our region, because it gives the financial stability in a region, gives young people a chance to stay in a region and build a professional career in a field which is now growing.
Those who work in the defense industry take pride in what they do. By contributing to the security of the alliance, every worker plays a meaningful role in safeguarding our future.
My father has always worked in the mine. It was like a no-brainer for me to start working. Just that I could develop so much working here.
Lubię swoją pracę, ponieważ pracujemy z produktami bardzo nietypowymi. Są to legendy lotnictwa, czyli Black Hawk, F-16, M-28, więc to są naprawdę legendarne samoloty, więc rozpiera nas duma, kiedy widzimy je na niebie, kiedy słyszymy w informacjach, że te samoloty ratują ludzkie życie.
Behind every innovation, every skill, and every effort, there is a common goal. Together, we can better keep our people safe.
Seeing that the vehicles that I've contributed to are effectively working in the field makes the mission for me more tangible. We have to think a lot before taking steps because other people are also playing chess with us to give damage to the vehicle or try to hurt people that protect us. But after a long day, when I get back home, I have the total feeling of happiness, of knowing that I've achieved the mission of the day, and the mission is always protecting the ones who protect us.